back. Welcome back, man. Round 21. Round 21. We got two more rounds left until the end of the season. What season it's been? What a season it has been. You guys let me know in the comments below what has been your biggest surprise this moment this season? What's been your biggest disappointment in this season, man? I think my biggest surprise this season, I have to say Carlton. Carlton. Yeah, I'm going to have to say Carlton. He started the season very well under the new coach, Michael Voss. I will get to Carlton because do want to go over about what you guys said about them. But I think Carlton has been my biggest surprise. I think my biggest disappointment has had to be West Coast Eagles in North Melbourne. I think they're just shit the bed this year. Both teams have 8 points. Obviously, both teams have their issues and why they're in that predicament, but expected more. I expected more. Also, Port Adelaide. Now having the season that they had last year, now they lost 3 straight. Going against Richmond this upcoming season. Going against Richmond this upcoming week. I've been very, very disappointed in Port Adelaide. And also the Bombers, but stuff happens. It is what it is. But let's go ahead and get into the preview, prediction, tips, tricks, however you want to say it. And let's go ahead and get into it. So, obviously, with the ladder is now Geelong winning again, beating Western Bulldogs, which was an absolute beatdown, 94-66. They're in first place. Melbourne winning. Collingwood, again, just continuing to win. They beat Port Adelaide last week as well. Sydney Swans, who they beat GWS Giants, which is like a beatdown. Brisbane, don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about Brisbane Lions. I don't want to talk about the Lions, but they are in 5th place, which is we'll see. We'll see. That top spot isn't over yet, but it's a good chance they probably won't get the top spot. Freo, 50 points. Carlton, like I said, I will get to Carlton. And then St. Kilda in 8. So that is the top 8 to round it off. I did say, if I'm correct, that Sydney wasn't going to make it. They told me to shut up. Currently in 4th place. Looking to advance up the leaderboards. I expect them to beat North Melbourne. But that's that. Also, the bottom of the table, Richmond come off with a good win they had versus Brisbane, the comeback win. They're in 9th place. I move up. Western Bulldogs. It's going to be weird. Western Bulldogs and Richmond and Western Bulldogs are both still in it. That 8th spot, I think there's an 8th spot. But let me just make a quick word about Carlton. A lot of you guys said that Carlton may not even make the finals, aka the playoffs. They have been struggling lately. Just been inconsistent throughout the weeks, and we have seen that throughout the whole season. A lot of teams go through they may win one week, then they lose the following week, then they win the following week, then they lose. You see them teams go through a bit of an inconsistent run, and that's what Carlton's currently going through. Do I expect them to beat Brisbane? No. I don't expect them to beat the Brisbane Lions. Looks like I'm going to get to the preview, stuff like that, go over which games we can probably watch this upcoming round. Like I said, Richmond, Western Bulldogs, Gold Coast, Port Adelaide, and besides that, I think the last remaining teams, there's not really no point really talking about them. Good for the Bombers winning the last 4 out of 5. They're playing a lot better towards the end of the season. And, just the bottom teams, yeah. That's the bottom teams, yeah. But very, very looking forward to this upcoming round. We got some good games. We have some really, really good games. Now, obviously, Geelong, St. Kilda, won number 8. Melbourne, Collingwood's probably going to be the biggest game of the round. Collingwood just hot, beating Port Adelaide, beating the Bombers, beating Adelaide, North Melbourne, and No, you can say the last 5 games they haven't really played nobody, but a lot of those games they've had to come back and they've won those games. So, okay, credit. You play what's in front of you. Also, Melbourne is going against Collingwood. That's going to be, like I said, a good game. Brisbane going up against Carlton, like I said. Cannot wait for that game. Should be a good game. Brisbane got to respond back from that freaking L. Richmond against Port Adelaide. Port Adelaide basically playing spoil, kind of playing like, spoiling, not trying to mess up Richmond's, record, trying to mess with the chances of getting outside the top 8. And besides that, that's really it. So let's go ahead and let's get into the games, man, for the upcoming round. Very, 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 very looking forward to it. Ooh. So, on Friday, 5:50 a.m. Oh, gee, that's early. That's early, though. That's early. At the MCG, Melbourne versus Collingwood. Oh my god. Ugh. Go for that. I think this is the biggest game Collingwood. You can say it's probably the biggest game and biggest matchup Collingwood has had all season. Not matchup, but just the biggest game they've had all season. And because if they win this, ooh, that top spot. But they do need Geelong to lose, which they didn't. Which they did actually. But they need Geelong to lose this upcoming round. It's gonna be a hell of a game. It's gonna be a hell of a game to watch, man. I'm very, 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 very looking forward to it. I absolutely just cannot wait to watch. I'm probably gonna be asleep because 5:50 a.m. So I probably will be asleep for that game. But that's that. I got Collingwood. I got the Pies. I don't want to see the Pies win, but I got the Pies. But either way, whoever wins, hopefully it's a draw. At this point, hopefully it's a draw. Because Brisbane win, you got 56. So hopefully it's a draw between Melbourne and Collingwood. But I think the Pies are going to do it. Like I said, it's going to be the biggest game they've had all season. The biggest game they have all season. Hawthorn versus the Gold Coast Suns. To be honest, if I had to say, probably I'll say Gold Coast Suns. Carlton have won the last 3 out of 5, but they did lose this past round against St. Kilda. Might have to go with the Gold Coast Suns. GWS versus the Bombers. I'm gonna go with GWS. Actually, GWS they got smacked actually. Sydney absolutely just beat them boys. I watched some of that game. Sydney absolutely beat them boys. I got the Bombers being Giants. Western Bulldogs versus Freo. Western Bulldogs need this game. Yes, they did lose this past round, but they need to win this game. They need to win this game for any chance to get inside the top 8. If they lose this game and St. Kilda beat Geelong somehow, some way, it's a pretty good chance. And especially if Richmond beat Port Adelaide, it's a pretty good chance Western Bulldogs will not make it. Remember, these guys came, the runners up last year, losing to Melbourne, and for them to not make it, it's weird. Currently at 10-9 on the season. So we will see. We'll see what goes down. But I do have Freo actually beating the Western Bulldogs. But you never know. You never know. That's 2:35 a.m. 5:25 a.m. Geelong versus St. Kilda. I got the Cats. I think the Cats are just absolutely just phenomenal. Just a hell of a team how they play. Just dominating this year. And like the last month or two, man, they've been just winning games, dominating games. Port Adelaide versus Richmond. I got Richmond. Beating Port Adelaide. So looking forward to that. Should be a very, very good game. North Melbourne versus Sydney Swans. Got Sydney. That was easy. Now for the real men. The real boys. Them. Brisbane versus Carlton. Very, very big game for Brisbane. Gotta come back from that tough loss. And a lot of the Lions lost this year have been like, WTF, what the heck? Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? How are we losing these games? But like I say, it happens. You lose games, That's that game last week against Richmond. They started very well, had a lead, but I saw throughout the third quarter, it was just starting to shit was starting to hit the fan, and they couldn't get it done. But they do have a chance to beat Carlton at the Gabba. And I expect Brisbane to do that. I expect them to beat Carlton. Like I said, a lot of people aren't really feeling Carlton right now. I've been seeing you guys' comments. And I've been seeing that you guys aren't really feeling them right now. Lastly, Adelaide versus West Coast Eagles. I got Adelaide. But most likely we'll go live for the Brisbane game, Carlton game. And that's probably... I'm not sure. Just be on the lookout. The games I want to do, they play at 2:35 a.m., like 3 a.m. I'm asleep at those times. At those times. But we will see. But most likely, we will be down for the Brisbane Carlton game. We will be live for that. But anyway, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. You guys let me know you guys' thoughts on it. You guys' predictions. And if you guys have any games they got, any different opinions from the games that we have on hand, you guys let me know. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Stay safe. See you guys later.